This video is brought to you by Autel Energy. Autel is a fully vertical manufacturer powering up your electric cars with a wide range of chargers, from residential AC chargers to commercial DC chargers up to 640 kilowatts and upcoming MCS offerings. Head to autelenergy.com to find the right EVSE for you. Well, good morning. We are all loaded up here. We slept in. Of course, we got here late. We're leaving pretty late. But interestingly, we did not have a D-rated charging session, which we used, again, a very similar setup at home. And this feels actually very hot to the touch. And it's ripping full amperage. I don't know if it's 40 or 48 amps. I can take a look. But we are charged up pretty high, 88%. Really got quite a bit of charge there. And we've been ripping the AC. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, we're doing 48 amps. We've put in 75 kilowatt hours. That's like a full Model 3, basically. Walter was great. He did really well.
He only barked once.
Yeah, just once. And he has a nice bark.
He does.
But you never bark, buddy.
No.
He's just chill.
Only when he has to alert. Last night, there was an off-looking guy that was approaching us, and he literally just walked right in front of me, sat down, and stared him down. I said, "Don't you come near my mom."
Nice. Yeah.
But you're sweet.
A lot of people are afraid of him, but he's the sweetest dog ever. So, let's see. We definitely don't have to stop at that EVgo, Alyssa. We can go as far as possible. So, we're heading to Walterboro, right?
Yeah.
Which is Walter's town. So, Walterboro, boom. So, we can basically, let's see how many miles it is.
Curious where it takes us.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to go, perhaps, I don't know if we'll go over and down. Looks like we're going to go through Memphis, perhaps. Or is that Nashville? Nashville. Yeah, Memphis is over here. So we're going to do Nashville and down this way. What kind of stations is it routing us to? It is bringing us to that EVgo station, which is funny. But maybe it's a different one. Then Tesla. I can actually take a look easier here. We've got EVgo, Tesla, EA, EVgo, EA. Interesting. We'll see if our trip actually works out like that. The other option we have is to go through the mountains.
I think we do, because we have some extra time. We don't have to be there till tomorrow.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's spend the night in the mountains tonight.
Yeah, so maybe we'll head over to the Smokies. We'll see Alyssa's sister just moved there. So we have some of their stuff in the back of the truck we got to drop off.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, so that could work. Anyway, I don't know where we'll go yet, but time will tell. We have a few stops to make that decision. And yeah, let's unplug, hit the road, and head out of here. Another full day of driving ahead. Loving it. Oh, by the way, the windshield crack has significantly expanded here. You can see it comes all the way up now through here and everything. So we have to get a new windshield on this thing. Oh well. If that's the worst of our problems, we're doing all right. We are doing a quick little McDonald's breakfast stop on the way out of town. I've done my own manual trip planning. It was going to have us stop here at this EVgo station, but we can stretch it all the way to Mount Vernon easily, make it there with 15 miles of range, and that's even not putting it into conserve mode, so that'll be just fine. So we'll blast over there, and that's the new Mount Vernon Tesla Supercharger, which we haven't been to yet. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's why we road trip to go see Chargers.
That's what I like.
Woo!
But yeah, there's the hotel just over there. Like this stop. This place is great. Kingdom City, Missouri. I had to think about what state we were in. Missouri. And yeah, charged up to 88%, ready to go. By the way, the trip stats for yesterday, we didn't really share that with everyone. 841 miles we did, and we used 539 kilowatt hours. Are you kidding me? I don't know what it is, but this truck feels so much less efficient than the last road trip I took. It's got to be tires plus rack.
I mean, the rack's been on there for
a year. Rack's been on there for a while.
And the top rack's off, so
I don't know.
I mean, if tires really make that big of a difference.
They can. These are not road tires, really. I mean, they are road legal tires, but it's just off-roady tires.
I don't think it has anything to do with the setup. I think it's just the charging. this heating and the speeds and stuff like that.
That wouldn't really affect our efficiency though, the 1.56 miles per kilowatt hour.
Right, no, but it just does make it feel so much longer.
Yeah, this is a slow road tripping vehicle. No Porsche Taycan here.
No.
I think your e-tron would actually be faster than this.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I would have brought it, but I don't know. It's just relying on EA, and Kyle's not coming back with me on this trip, so I wanted to try and make
EA gave us a perfect charge yesterday,
Yeah.
right, Walter?
They did, I guess. Hopefully this trip out will make me feel a little bit more confident.
I think they're improving.
Yeah.
But then again, some of their stations are just randomly offline. Always gotta check. You alright, dude? Already back to sleep. Slept all night, back to sleep.
He ran a lot in that field. He had a good time.
This morning?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we've got fan, air conditioning always full send in this thing.
He's cooling.
Yeah.
Always cooling.
Welcome to our first charging stop. We were able to push it pretty far. We did about 180 miles or so. We're at 5% state of charge. Hey, Walter boy. Alyssa's taking a little nap. And we are at Supercharger in Mount Vernon, Illinois. And I think I can make this reach here on the end without blocking a stall. They seem to be installed close to centrally located. We'll see if the version 3 cables are long enough. Let's try it out. Oh yes, we are good. Not even a hard stretch, and we still have a little bit more room on this side. I just kind of pushed it pretty far this way. So this way we're not blocking a stall. We're able to put one. You can see this one probably was planned to have upgraded to version 4 dispensers. They are slightly off center to where the Tesla charging ports will be, but you'll notice on new Superchargers, the striping is putting these closer and closer to the middle. Now it is toasty out here, and we're already up to 130 kilowatts. We're probably going to be limited on our charging performance, which is just what happens. But there's a place to get lunch. There's a Subway. And since we got a little bit of a late start today, I think that'll be just fine. So we'll do a little bit of a deeper charge here, but all is good. We have been plugged in for just a few minutes and we're already tapering down 185, 186 kilowatts from the 200 we should be doing. Man, I don't know what needs to happen to fix this, but to me, it's 2024. Charging shouldn't derate on just a normal, warm afternoon, not even over 100 degrees. Crazy. Nice little service station here at the Supercharger. Pick up some Bud Light or some Coors Light for the drive. Even got the walk-in freezer. Damn, what more could you want while charging your car? Just kidding. Well, I ran inside. We got some Gatorades. We're in dog mode, which certainly is not pushing nearly enough fan. And we are already down to 146 kilowatts limited by the charging station. But again, on a hot day like this, it's really not the end of the world because, you know, the battery would overheat too if it was ripping full send. So it is what it is. Typical Rivian charging experiences, not the end of the world, just takes more than twice as long as I would like to sit at a charging station between the inefficiency, the slow charging, even under perfect conditions, and then the even slower charging when things get hot. It's a rough road tripper, no question. Guys, we have the Supercharger surge going on here. Oh, 150 kilowatts, big power. Whoa, no, what's it doing? It's moving all over the place. Oh, what the heck? Hold on, let's just quickly pop into service mode, see what's going on. I've never actually seen it do this kind of behavior before, but if I come here to this one and we go to service and we go boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're lift up, whoops, maybe we gotta click a couple more times. There we go. 1, 2, do. And then, what is going on with our charging performance? 365 amps, 369, 370. It's like the temperature sensor. It's really messy. Temperature sensor's doing things. Oh no, don't know. It's moving all over the place. Battery pack in the truck is good. Don't know. We have a Rivian Surge problem. Supercharger right here is telling the truck it can do a constant 370 amps, and you can see our battery current is at 200 right now, 260, 213, 293, 213. What is it doing? 270, 250, and this has a little bit of hysteresis. This has like a little bit slowing situation, so it doesn't update completely in real time. But it's not from the supercharger. It's the truck that's surging, and I cannot figure out why. I've never seen a Rivian do this. But those are some huge swings, some huge amperage swings. That's crazy. And now we're up to 150 kilowatts. It's moving all over the place. Why does charging have to be so painful? I've never seen anything like this before. Alyssa, look at this. We're surging hardcore.
Did you drop my battery?
Oh, I did not drop it. It came that way. I didn't do a pre-quality check. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll take that one. We are charged up and still surging at 52%. The truck isn't really doing the best route planning, but essentially we want to come down to Paducah, into Nashville, and over. So I'm thinking, let's look at what's between here and Nashville. There's Cape Girardeau, the old EVTV spot. We have the Paducah Electrify America, which we absolutely could do. And that may actually be the best spot for us to go because that supercharger's too close. Yeah, we'd get there at 25 miles of range. It's only 100 miles away. I feel like we could probably stretch it farther. It's not like we're charging too terribly. What is after that on the way in? There's Clarksville. There's no superchargers through here that we could hit. And then there's Nashville. See how far Clarksville is, because it is some elevation going on through here. Let's see what we need to do here. If we just remove charging stops. Let's see, 180 miles. Yeah, that's probably too far. I think we go to Paducah. What do you say, Alyssa?
Paducah.
Paducah. Okay, so Paducah Electrify America. We'll double check the app before we head out, but we'll get there with roughly 10% or so. That should be perfect. We are plugged in and charging 200 plus kilowatts. Just spoke to the R1S folks. Those are the same folks that we saw yesterday in Kansas, actually, Alyssa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they're super nice. They've been pleased. They don't have the supercharger adapter yet, but they said EA's been doing pretty well for them. They have noticed overheating though, just like we have. So battery thermal's kind of a problem. The viewers, we got Alyssa her Zaxby's. Yep, she loves Zaxby's.
Better than Canes.
Better than Canes. Okay, so we're still ripping 200 plus kilowatts. Honestly, we'll probably get an even better session here than at the supercharger because, yeah, just cable temperatures will probably get the battery toasty. But it preconditioned the whole way here. We're going to take our time, eat some food, take care of Walter, and who is eyeing down that food like crazy. Walter.
A lot gets stuck in his mouth and then it falls. And then he finds it in his fur later and it's a reward.
Oh, okay. That's just nasty.
Yeah. He's not exactly the most graceful creature on the planet.
No.
But he is really cute.
He's like a giant seal. Or a small seal, because seals are already pretty big.
Yeah.
Hey, Walter, you having fun? He seems to be good. He's been very patient.
I give you a cucumber? You need a cucumber? I bet you won't.
He doesn't like healthy things.
Yep, dropped it.
He just spit it out.
He just spits it out. He's a freaking prima donna.
You are so funny. Anyway, yep, 200 plus kilowatts, all good. We'll just juice this thing on up. Oh no, just as I broke open my food, we have derated to 41 kilowatts. Welcome to Electrify America. I'm gonna switch cables and see if that helps at all. Otherwise, I think actually only one cable is working on this unit, so we probably have to switch to that 350 kilowatt charger. I'll try it.
From over there.
Yeah, I don't want to block this one though. So, all right, I gotta switch. We're not gonna sit here. They do this when the cables overheat and they lose like a temperature sensor thing. You get, yeah, 7-8 minutes at full boost and then it dies. Crazy, so annoying. And there's no like warning, no notification, no nothing. So if you were to leave your car and then go shopping, do whatever, you just gotta babysit your car charging. Welcome to 2024. So we got 23 kilowatt hours and 8 minutes on that one. And, oh, it's a per minute site? No. Yeah, 33 cents per minute. Okay. Let's hit finish. I'm gonna try the other cable. This one, this side. But I need to make sure that it's okay. Yep, it says it's available. Let's try it out. I'll activate it and we'll see how it goes. We are plugged back in and up to full send, full rip. So we'll see how long we get on this one before something else happens. But I'm sure something will happen. It's a charging session in 2024. Something's going wrong. And 6 minutes have gone by here, and we're down to 42 kilowatts. Oh, what absolute, utter crap, bullshit service this is. Anyway, not that I'm upset about it. I'm going to move over here. We are now on our third charging session. I've plugged in and activated on a second charger, and hopefully this one will give us power for a long time. And I mean more than 6 minutes. Somehow, all of these probably are counted as successful charging sessions to Electrify America. Nothing successful about that to me. And there we go. Big speeds, 217 kilowatts coming in, 218 being delivered. Let's see how long this lasts. How long do you think, Alyssa? You think we'll be good on this one? Okay, fingers crossed. We are all charged up way more than we needed to. We're actually at 80% state of charge, and this worked out wonderfully. And 27 minutes, I think the calculation is wrong because this hasn't gone up in a little while. But either way, still pretty cheap. 58 kilowatts at 80%. No major derating on this station. We actually had a pretty solid charging session. Nothing great. Rivian doesn't charge that well, but hey, it did okay. The problem is we would have left even 10 or 15% ago, right, Walter? But I don't know where your mom went. So she's in the store shopping. And we're ready to go, but we have to wait for Alyssa. And since we're just sitting here, we'll keep it plugged in. So anyway, we are going to probably head to the other side of Nashville. We can make it now that we've charged here so deep, 155 miles, easy. And we'll go through Nashville, and we're heading to a Tesla charging station. Then we'll probably hit this one in Cookeville, this Ran. I've been by that one before. And then it's into the mountains. Here she comes. What the heck? Guess who I caught up here in the front seat?
Were you being sneaky? Oh my goodness.
Okay, we are really good to go.
Okay, great.
All right, we took so long that we're actually able to skip 2 charging stations.
You're welcome.
No, I'm just joking. It was just one. Was it busy in there?
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
I also didn't bring my card. I was expecting Apple Pay, but they don't have Apple Pay.
Walmart doesn't Apple Pay. Do you have a rag?
They have Walmart Pay, so I had to sign up for Walmart Pay.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It was an experience, Walmart.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, got your glasses.
Yeah. Anyway, we're good to go, 83%. Definitely, EA doesn't know how much to charge us. They can't even count based off time. It's just bricked.
I'm ready.
Oh, wonder if the screen will update once we unplug. Let's take a look. Because it's still stuck on $2.97. Like, how hard is it just to do all that? Yeah, did it really just charge us $2.97, which is the complete wrong amount in our favor? But still, wow, this is burning hot. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I can't even touch this. Oh no, it's legitimately burning my hand. Whoa, that was hot. Nope, here we go, $11.45. So they get you in with the bait and switch. How hard is it just to count the time per minute? So many different issues, burning cables. I don't even know where to start. Anyway, and that must have been way hotter before. These pins are probably getting real hot in here because we were doing 50 kilowatts for a little while, which shouldn't create much heat. Only 120 amps or so. Anyway, into reverse up to 84%. So we added 75% in roughly 50 minutes. Nice Taycan over there.
Yeah, he was over there. He's coming closer.
Hey, he's inching closer to the charger. Charger's over here, buddy. All right, let's rock and roll. We have arrived to the supercharger, 8% state of charge, and a nice drive. Went around Nashville. Traffic was picking up here or there. Every time you reset the Rivian, it goes out of kilowatts and into miles per hour of charging, which really doesn't mean anything to me. There we are, ramping up. One thing that's interesting is Tesla doesn't label the numbers on these ones, or the stickers have fallen off. So I wasn't actually even sure what number supercharger I was plugging into. So in this case, that one's labeled, but these aren't. I just did plug and charge and will be billed the higher kilowatt hour amount. But that's okay. We actually are just heading to Cookeville, so it's not like we're going to do a super deep charge here anyway. So no big deal. That's why plug and charge is nice to have. And then you'll actually see our dollar amount will be tallied up on the display in there. So all good. We'll let Walter out, walk around a little bit, but nice, easy drive. Rivian's super comfortable. Glad the driver assistance is back. Driver Plus has been working wonderful this trip. Really been using it everywhere. It's so much better than I remembered it was. And the efficiency is picking up very nicely. Now that the winds have died down today, we're at 1.8 to 2 miles per kilowatt hour, which is good. Also, the speeds are lower as we make our way east, so that helps as well. As it goes, just a couple minutes in, already limited charging performance, down over 60 to 70 kilowatts from peak to where we really should be. That's just insane. I like this supercharger layout. There's a bunch of different options to get cars plugged in. You can see we're actually, in this case, the Rivian's non-native port doesn't really help with the location because we have one unused. I could have pulled over to that one over there, or finagled this one differently as well. If it got full, we certainly could move to make room, but I don't think we need to spend too much time just to make it over to Cookeville. So, hey, Walter boy, how you doing? You being good? It's toasty out here. Well, humid. It's a different kind of heat. Gets this hot in Colorado, but it never feels this bad. He's built for cold weather. So, good news. It's only 62 miles over to the Rivian Adventure Network charger, and we'll get much higher speeds, and that'll be around the perfect time to just kind of chill, do a deep charge, maybe grab dinner. There's a bunch of stuff around there as well, so we can do a deep charge there before we head into the mountains, and maybe we'll even hit an EVgo Pilot Flying J, or noticing there's cool, there's one near Bryson City, near Cherokee. Okay, so we may hit all these tomorrow. That'll be kind of fun. See the new infrastructure in my favorite place, the Smoky Mountains. Anyway, yeah, 62 miles. We'll charge up another 5% and hit the road. Okay, guys, let's do a little experiment. Tesla says no more wet rag, but you can see the charger's limited to 300 amps. That's about what we're getting into the battery. They never said it couldn't rain outside, though, did they? So let's see what happens if we just pour a little water on the handle. Just raining outside, nothing to see here. Now let's see if that helps with the amperage going up at all. So it's at 298, 299, 300. Oh boy, charging speeds are increasing. 303, 304. So what we need is, Tesla has outlawed the wet rag. We need a sprinkler system to make it charge faster. I can't believe that actually still kind of works. Now the software in theory shouldn't unlock it that much because they're trying to detect the wet rag stuff, is my impression. But if you just pour some water on the handle, just get a bunch of Dasani or Aquafina, no one should be drinking that anyway, pour it on the handle, then you'll get faster charging. All right, Alyssa, we have 62 miles to get to the Rivian Adventure Network. The truck says we can't make it, but we have over 30%. We should be just fine. So would you mind hitting stop charging and we'll roll? I mean, even that at the higher kilowatt hour rate, quite expensive, $18. Pretty crazy. Welcome to the Rivian Adventure Network. I don't know why when we left, the Rivian was saying we wouldn't make it. We made it here with 4% and I absolutely sent it, ripped it, and that was no issue at all. Honestly, didn't even need conserve mode. Once we jumped on the highway, I was like, man, something's up with this calculation. We got Model 3 using the J plugs over here. Love this spot. I'll show you a tour of this place. So plug and charge. We've got all the restaurants in the world around here, everything we could want. Just open up the flap, get that in there, and here we are, pull-throughs all around. So you can put 2 cars this way, 2 cars this way, 2 cars over here as well, but one of them is a dedicated trailer spot, which is this one here. So this is the one where you would have a dedicated pull-through for towing. And yeah, we're the only Rivian here. Soon these stations will be open to everyone, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So unlike the stop that we hit in Kansas yesterday, this one is shared across 3 posts. So there's, you know, 1A, B, and C. I think we're on 1C perhaps. Nope, 2A, B, C. We're on 1C, yes. And that means that we're getting, you know, maximum power with just 1 vehicle in. We'd split to 150 kilowatts with 2. And then you'd be down to 100 kilowatts if you had a third. We knocked over a...
No, we didn't. So his water bowl actually splashed it, but it just hung out right here. When I opened it, it splashed out.
Oh, okay, so no big deal then.
I'm just making it, you know, okay.
Weather is cooling down nicely. It's not so hot anymore. And we've booked a cabin at one of our favorite places in the mountains in Fontana, North Carolina. And we're already up to 190 kilowatts. So we'll let this thing rip. And I think we'll get a little bit of food. We've got Panda Express. We've got Drake's. We've got Texas Roadhouse. We've got Chick-fil-A, Wingstop. We've got absolutely everything around here. It's honestly perfect. This is the perfect charging stop. You could walk to Starbucks if you had some time as well. This is just awesome. Love this. Not very adventure-y. I don't know how they could call this the Rivian Adventure Network because I don't feel like we're adventuring anywhere. But at least it's getting us to where we need to go. All right, Alyssa, so you've got some, I don't know, food situation going on here.
Beware.
If you're a vegetarian or vegan, which probably a lot of EV owners are, don't watch this.
We got the meats. So our dogs eat raw, and in order to have him be away for a whole month, there's 75 pounds in there and about 16 pounds of duck feet in here. So it's not the most conventional
Where do you
thing.
even get duck feet?
Oh, the Asian market, they love me there. I know Hoy. Hi, Hoy, if you're watching. She's really sweet. They give me a discount on my duck feet because I'm the only lady who comes in and buys a whole case of them. Buy like 30 or 40 pounds of it at a time.
Wow.
So, anyways, these are all the supplements I have. I have everything labeled for, I mean, our breeder, she knows everything of what to give them. So
Yeah, because Walter's going with this breeder. I don't think we ever said that in the video.
Oh yeah, we haven't really mentioned what Walter's doing. Walter is going out here and gonna spend a month, and I'll fly back eventually. We're literally moving in like 5 days, so I want to make sure I get back for that. And so yeah, he's gonna go do a bunch of dog shows to help the breeder out, to help with the preservation of his breed. She really focuses on that, and so he's gonna go do that, do a good circuit of a bunch of dog shows, and leaving him with her for that, and then I'll come out and help. So that's why I have everything packed up. So we'll get to meet a bunch of his siblings tomorrow as well too. So we'll show you guys all of his siblings.
That'll be cute.
Yeah, not all of them. There's 12 of them, but
wow.
At least four of them, I think, 3 or 4. But yeah, this is just all of his stuff, different supplements that I give him, and different medications that he has.
You know, I got Ellie because she's a golden retriever, and I just give her dog food, and she's simple.
Right. And just so everybody knows, I'm not eating any of this. So any cross-contamination, it's Walter's food.
This is just Walter's food.
So he's going to get pumpkin because still hasn't gone to the bathroom. So
okay,
we're giving him some pumpkin and cottage cheese to help
loosen things up. Anyway, we are no longer going to South Carolina.
Right now. We're gonna meet her. She's currently in somewhere in Virginia, so we'll meet her in the Charlotte area. We'll intercept.
Statesville.
Yeah,
right.
Statesville.
It's like an hour north of Charlotte.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because people say Statesville, whatever.
It's
anyways,
not
we're meeting
really
her.
near Charlotte.
We're intercepting.
Yep.
And
in North Carolina, though.
right,
so
and
the whole idea of going to Charleston, going to South Carolina, that is now over, which is fine with me. I'd much rather go back home to North Carolina and yeah, go see some friends, hang out for a couple days, and then we'll head back home to Colorado. But we're gotta fly. I guess we don't even know where we're gonna leave this yet. Maybe with Mike and Ben, maybe with some friends.
My friend and my
okay, I don't know.
Or
cool.
at the airport.
Yeah, maybe just leave it at the airport too.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got lots of options, no real plans, but things have to happen. So still sitting at 200 kilowatts, ripping. You can't put dog mode on until you have 50 miles of range. So still can't engage dog mode. That's annoying. It's like when it hooks up to a charger, just let us put dog mode on. Tesla lets you. But anyway, things are good. And we're not getting full speeds again. That would be even a little bit more than what we're doing here, perhaps. But we're close enough. Well, Walter just finished his walk. We met some really nice people around, and so we've been here. It actually doesn't say how long we've been here, but we are up to 50% doing 126 kilowatts. Maybe one of the better charging sessions of the trip so far. It's a little bit under what the truck should be doing in the mid 130s at 50%, but again, could be thermal limiting. That's okay. We haven't even gotten dinner yet. So it says another hour and 5 minutes. This thing does top charge really slow. And that is to our benefit when we have time to kill. So we can leave this thing in dog mode, 68 degrees. And there we go. It says my pet is safe and comfy. Again, because it's not blaring sun out here, I think it's a little bit less of an issue to have it at 68 degrees. But my recommendation to Rivian is really when we put it in dog mode, I do not care about the longevity of my AC compressor. Get it as cold as possible in the truck, please. We are going to run over to this Drake's restaurant. We have never heard of it before, but it looks like a nice little sports restaurant situation. My kind of place, I think. I always, you know, the more TVs, the more play, you know, more I feel at home. We've got the Rivian charging up over there, and we are off to this place because it just locked. Well, this barbecue place has sushi and salmon and fries. I'm happy.
This could be a questionable night, though.
Yeah. Love being back in the South.
You just feel cozy.
Feels like home. Yeah, we were talking to nice people in the parking lot, country music on the radio.
They're so much nicer. In Colorado,
no one talks to you.
Sterile, and they don't talk to you. I mean, they're nice once you get to know them, but they're just very introverted out there. They're just like, they stay in their bubble. They're bubble people.
Meanwhile, we pulled Walter out of the truck, and like, you know, we talked to this one couple for 20 minutes, and 2 other guys drove by and were talking about Walter, and it's just so much more friendly here.
Is that a St. Bernard?
Nope.
Nope.
It's a Newfie. What the heck is that? Anyway, yeah, definitely do miss living in the South for sure.
We'll come back eventually. Retirement.
Yeah, we got many years ahead of us.
Well, yeah, we could retire young, maybe. You never know.
I mean, what we do is pretty much retirement.
Yeah, it is.
We're very lucky. We can be anywhere.
Moved out because we don't have much access for cars out there.
Yeah, for car reviewing and travel and everything.
Can you imagine how many times you go to not Vegas?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah. How much traveling that would be if we lived out here?
I mean, I'm there sometimes twice or 3 times a week. It's just so much easier to do the hour commute flight from Denver. But one day we'll come back here. Anyway, we should be pretty damn charged up. I would take Walter out, walk him a little bit. Yeah, we gave him some pumpkin. It's cooled off nicely. So let's see our charge level. We have those proximity lights coming up. Oh, it looks like we're pretty damn charged up. 93%. Very nice. Man, this truck takes forever to charge. Holy smokes. I just came back from Europe driving Taycan for a while, and this is just, wow, night and day. So much slower. All right, well, yeah, we may as well keep it on the hook. The plan moving forward is we can make it to our final destination, to Fontana Dam, my favorite place on the planet, from here, but I want to rip the truck around on the Dragon and all the great roads surrounding. And there is no charging infrastructure out there. There's some level 2 stations at a place called Tapoco Lodge. We tried to stay there, but since it's the weekend, it was actually completely booked. And it's been a few years since I've stayed at Fontana. They used to have a NEMA 1450, and I'm hoping that there's 2 of them on the property that I know of. I'm hoping they'll let us use them and they're available. But what we are going to do is we're actually going to go to the EVgo Pilot Flying J, which is the last DC fast charger before we head into the mountains. And we are going to probably do a 100% charge on this and then drive very gently. We're going to take the Dragon tonight. It'll be really fun, but I'll go very slow for Walter, and we'll just, you know, cruise our way and conserve as much energy as possible. Try and get it on the NEMA 1450 so it hopefully completes at 100% in the morning, and then we can spend the morning ripping on this thing. And we need just enough energy to get back out of the area, back to civilization, to another DC charger. Driving an EV in the mountains hard is an exercise of deploying power only when needed. And it still is early days for driving electric cars quickly in rural environments. Hey, Walter. Loading back up. We're going to head not too far from here, but we're going to go to the last DC charger before we head up into the hills. Do another really deep charge on this thing. We're at 95%. We'll probably go up to 98 to 100, something like that over there. This really does top charge very slowly, but this was a deep freaking charge from 4% to 95%. So we added 91% state of charge. It's delivered 129 kilowatt hours from the charger. That's what it's billed us. And that is what the truck shows right there coming into the port, 129 kilowatt hours. Well, that was a really great stop, and honestly, we could have stopped here, or what may have been fun as well is to stop at the Buc-ee's. They have the new Mercedes charging network at the Buc-ee's, which Mercedes is going hardcore into their charging network in our country, for those of you who didn't know. Almost $50 to charge this thing up. Driving a Rivian is not cheap, and that's 36 cents per kilowatt hour.
I thought you said it was free.
Rivian network's not free, no.
I thought you said, did you know this was free?
Oh, I was talking about the level 2 stations. Those are free. Not the big boys.
$50?
That's how much it costs to charge this truck, $50. And that's on the cheaper side. The EVgo Pilot Flying J that we're going to, a lot more than that. it would be like 60 cents per kilowatt hour, I think. Anyway, we are, let's just take a look. Yeah, 83 miles from there. So we're going to keep it in conserve. Try to not burn too much juice. Charge up to 100 there. And then from there, we're just going to pop down into the mountains. Right here, US 129. Look what we're pulling off at, Alyssa. Fishing! Buc-ee's, it's huge. Now, of course, we're big fans of Buc-ee's on this channel, especially my dad, Out of Spec Dave. He's a huge Buc-ee's fan, but this site has something pretty cool. Not only does it have version 3 Tesla superchargers over there, this is one of the sites that has the Mercedes-Benz charging network. And I've done a video on the Mercedes-Benz charging network, but I haven't talked about it enough. And, you know, I've kind of been keeping a close eye on what these guys have been doing, and they have been going full send on building out one hell of a network. I think it's pretty cool. So we just need to find where it is. So let's just think about this really quick. It's going to be somewhere in here. So there's a bunch of version 3 Tesla superchargers. We've hit a bunch of these on the truck race, cross country. Buc-ee's are very popular in the southern part of the US, and they're expanding. Over here looks to be the Mercedes network chargers that might still be going in. Although interestingly, you can see it shows, oh yeah, they're showing as offline at the moment in the Rivian, but at least we can go and look at them. I don't know if they've been turned on or commissioned. I just heard that they were going in here. And yes, these are the 400 kilowatt dedicated power per output post, 400 kilowatts. It splits 200 for Mercedes vehicles, but also every other vehicle. And they are using ChargePoint hardware right now, and they will eventually upgrade them with, maybe not upgrade them, I shouldn't say, but they will be building out more stations, I think still with ChargePoint hardware, but also the Alpitronic Hyper 400s. Those I'm really looking forward to seeing how they perform in the US. I think it really could be a huge win if they work as well here as they do in Europe. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at this new site. You can see they've hidden the power electronics behind this little cabinet looking thing. Really nicely done. Unlike Tesla, where all of their equipment is out in the open, it's very compact, very small. ChargePoint's 400 kilowatt system takes up a lot of space, actually, in comparison to Tesla and Alpitronic. But I don't think Alpi was available when Mercedes wanted to start building the network. Anyway, they have a really cool hub at their premium locations. I filmed their charging lounge in Atlanta. Not sponsored or anything, of course, but I just want to share. I'm excited about what Mercedes is doing. I think it's kind of cool that they were so frustrated with the crappy charging experience that they said, you know what? We're going to put in our own, and we're going to open it up to everyone. That's pretty cool. So we've got a whole line of superchargers. Oh my goodness. And on top of that, we will also have the 400 kilowatt Mercedes-Benz network chargers. These ones using the ChargePoint Express Plus hardware. They will also be going in with Alpitronic Hyper 400s in the near future, which I'm very much excited about. But how cool is this? You can charge up your Tesla, Ford, or Rivian right over there. And here you can charge up your other vehicles that need super high power, high voltage vehicles. Taycan 320 kilowatts. This will be open to everyone right here. Absolutely love what's going on with infrastructure. Can't wait for this site to get turned on. Maybe we'll be able to hit it in a future out of spec video sometime. Yeah, you can see through here the ChargePoint Express Plus hardware. Takes up a lot of space. You need 2 of those big bricks to get 400 kilowatts versus an all-in-one unit, which could honestly just fit in this one space that could do everything. So space efficiency isn't really here, but hopefully the reliability is good. Time will tell on these units. One thing that is a bit of a bug though, I have to say, Alyssa, I think you'll agree with me here. The Rivian says it's actually open. It doesn't show the site status. So it just shows dash of 6, not 006, not offline. It shows that Buc-ee's is open 24 hours. When you come in here, you can see it'll be 54 cents per kilowatt hour. So that would be, what, $70 to full charge the truck, something like that? Very expensive, yes. But you can see it shows no status, no status. I don't know if they're just so close to turning it on, but I think the Rivian would have actually route planned someone to come here. Now the question is the supercharger also open? If I go here to Tesla only, yes, the supercharger is also open. So it wouldn't be a problem for us since we have the adapter, but many Rivian owners still are waiting on their adapters to ship. Okay, we don't need to spend too much time here. We're ready to rock and roll. We just wanted to come look at some cool infrastructure. And we are off to the EVgo Pilot Flying J, which is another interesting collaboration we'll talk about when we get there. Man, Buc-ee's though, they just go big. Big fueling, big electric fueling. It's awesome. Welcome to the EVgo Pilot Flying J canopied site. Hell yeah. Just pulling in here to this Delta High Power because we're going to top charge up and we'll basically get ourselves over to this unit. And they got windshield washing stations, the whole bit. I have not been to this station. I thought I was at this station, but I was at a different one before. So anyway, cable should reach here. Looks good to me. So we are plugged in. I'm going to tap my EVgo card and it should go ahead and start charging. So the way this kind of worked was General Motors. So we've seen a lot of brand specific charging stations this trip. We've seen the Electrify America stations, which is Volkswagen Group. We have seen the we've seen Rivian chargers, of course, Mercedes chargers, Tesla chargers, and this is GM's idea. Rather than creating their own charging hardware and sites, they sort of contracted EVgo in a partnership to build out a network of Pilot Flying J collaboration sites. So there's a few partners involved: EVgo, Pilot Flying J, and GM Energy. And my understanding actually is it's not going so well. I have not heard of any new sites planned. They are quite expensive to use from a user perspective. But, you know, charging, working fine from our side. All good here. And we are going to do a deep charge up to almost 100% here, since this is our last charge before we head into the mountains where I want to do some hardcore driving. And of course, that will use a lot of energy. So we're only getting 400 amps here, 173 kilowatts, but at 57% state of charge, that's pretty damn good. We'll take that, considering most of the time we arrive at a charger dead and it's overheated by the time we hit 57%. Look at that, 205 kilowatts at 57%. What is going on? I've never seen that before. That seems like it was a little bit of an overcurrent situation. And now we're back to where it should be. Okay, don't know. Anyway, all good. We'll let this juice up. So I was washing the windshield and we couldn't get the ID4 to charge. Actually, that station is not working at all. So she's going to come over here and we're going to split on this one. Still bugs, even with brand new Delta High Power station. Cable safety check kept failing out on that one. So we're going to split on this down to 132 kilowatts at 61%. But that really shows you this boost profile that Rivian has when you first plug in. So expensive. Holy smokes, $8 for 11 kilowatt hours. So there goes Gracie. She just needed a quick top up to get home. 14 kilowatt hours, 10 bucks. I covered everything just because we were having a nice chat. I just wanted to make sure she got charging. So plugged her in, tapped Apple Pay. It all worked fine here. I just wanted to go through that experience, try, you know, just Apple Pay charging, and that worked very well. It's just extremely expensive. Does it tell you anywhere the per kilowatt hour cost here? Pricing, 62 cents. Whoa. So that's the crazy thing is, some of these sites, these Pilot Flying J, EVgo sites, have been NEVI funded, which means the government is paying for or assisting in paying for the site installation. Now, my personal viewpoint is no thanks. Don't want that. You know, cut all subsidies, oil, gas, and electric. I don't, you know, whatever the better technology is will win. Of course, I'm not an economist. That may lead to high inflation in the short term. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I just don't like the idea. I think a lot of you will agree with me. The idea that the government is installing charging and Gracie rolls up here in her ID4. And I'm not saying this particular site was NEVI funded. I think it was, but if it's not, it's the same hardware. She rolls up in her ID4. She's paying 62 cents per kilowatt hour only if she could actually get it to start charging. And there was a massive spider on this connector, which is now gone, which is even scarier because where did it go? And that means that one really wasn't working because there was a huge freaking spider on it. So one was, you know, cable safety check wasn't working. The other side, if we needed to, we could have tried it. This side over here, we got working just okay. But, you know, really loving the canopy. Seems a little overbuilt. You know, my personal opinion is canopies are great. Do you really need one this big? Or is a little canopy okay? I don't know. You could definitely fit, you know, rather than just 4 charging ports here for all of this, I would have much rather seen 8 or 10 high power chargers put in with a load managed site. But again, who knows? On the topic of GM Energy and Flying J and EVgo, the rumor is this partnership is over. I have not heard of any more sites coming. We know some friends who work at EVgo who have basically said this is done, off the record to us. But I'm not sure if that's, you know, true or not, but it's just a bit of a shame, I think, because I think this could be a really good idea. If they could get the throughput up, the pricing down, and more stations at Pilot Flying J's, they make perfect EV charging rest stops with windshield washing stations, with typically restaurants, Denny's here as an example, and also amenities, showers, whatever else, you know, you would need on a road trip. I've never tried one of these showers, but maybe that could be a fun experience one day. I don't know. But yeah, to me, just watching Gracie roll up to a beautiful site like this, big dollar site, and have a cable issue is unacceptable. I mean, even if that happened once, that could have ruined her night. She was standing there for who knows how long, and she was so excited that I was able to go over and help her. I really think there needs to be a lot of work done in this department of non-Tesla EV charging to make it reliable on the first try. Okay, no joke, there are spiders everywhere. It's really not my thing. So canopies that are this bright at night will attract bugs, apparently. I guess the same thing you would think would happen at a fueling center. But there are spiders everywhere. It's like no one's ever walked out here to try and clear these things out. I mean, you could just see the webs all up around everything. And I don't know, I freaked out because I thought one landed on me. I was like, ah! Maybe there's security cam footage of me like freaking out. Anyway, we got to do 100% charge or close to it here. And I'm going to run in, get some snacks and stuff at the store. So all is good. Just enjoying the charge-ish. Not with the spiders though. Oh my gosh, they're like all up and down in these walls. Crazy. To be honest, this is the nicest Pilot Flying J I've ever been in. They're remodeling. Everything looks super nice. Wow. Very cool. Well, I think it is getting prime time to head out of here and head to Fontana. We are about 65 miles away. And again, no promise of overnight charging where we're staying, only because the property, the Fontana Dam, North Carolina, their little hotel and cabin situation, I believe recently fell under new ownership within the last few years. They've renovated some cabins. I don't see anything on PlugShare. Years ago, I added every plug around the property on PlugShare. Those all seem to be gone, which indicates maybe they don't want charging, but we've officially dipped under 22 kilowatt charging. Oh, we're back up to 22 kilowatts. Either way, that's sort of AC charging speeds. In my head, the Rivian can only do about 10 or 11 kilowatt AC, but many vehicles can do 22 kilowatt AC, especially in Europe and other three-phase markets. So we've been here about 52 minutes to get up to 96%, which again, top charging a Rivian is never ideal, but this isn't really for the road trip. This is to make sure we arrive at our destination with as much juice as possible. And also why it would be so nice if every hotel and resort property had level 2 charging guaranteed. That would just be amazing. So anyway, I say we head out of here, charged up to 96%. Let's make our final stretch to Fontana and get our cabin. And we're going to take some crazy mountain roads to get there. It'll be beautiful highway. And then at the last, I don't know, half hour of the drive, it's only about an hour and 20 minutes or so. The last 30 minutes to 1 hour will just be crazy, twistiest roads in the country, taking the Tail of the Dragon in at night, which I've done many, many times, and very much looking forward to doing it again. Again today, with the cooler in the back, with Walter in the back, we're going to take it nice and chill. So let's go cruise on in. 96%. Make sure Alyssa's ready to go. You all good to rock and roll? All right, let's do it. Man, this thing charges like crap up top. End session. Off we go then. Watch for spiders everywhere. Alyssa said they're banana spiders. Harmless, nice spiders, good for the environment. Don't know. Don't really want to deal with that while I'm charging. but you said they're nice spiders, right?
Yeah, banana.
Bananas, great. I don't want to be near them. Besides, I'm looking at one right over here.
It's got babies.
It's got babies. Oh, okay, let's just get out of here and never come back ever again. I hate spiders.
Who wears the pants? Me, guys.
Yeah, if there's a bug or a spider or an animal situation, this is an Alyssa job right here.
And we finally made it, just a little late at night, but
1:50 a.m. We are at the best place in the world, car culture heaven. It is the Nürburgring of the East Coast, even though it's not a racetrack.
Wherever this was leading us to is where we're supposed to check in.
Oh, well, normally you just check in at the front lodge.
Right, it's changed.
Oh, really?
It was in the email. That's why I had it go there.
Okay. So, we check in at the general store. I'm just going to run up here because this is where the car charger, well, NEMA 1450 that I always used was. They've got lights. They've got tents. It's like a little event situation going on here. Oh, it's Miata weekend.
Oh.
So this is the plug that I would always use over here. I wonder how mad they would be if I tap into it.
Just the outlet?
Nope, there's a 1450 on the right side.
Oh.
I'm just gonna check it. But we made it here at 70% state of charge, which is awesome.
Then you were a trooper, buddy.
Yeah, he did great.
You did good.
So we're going to run everything up. The folks in there, super nice. They're like, if you find an outlet, just plug into it. They didn't know a thing about EVs, but they're like, they think they put in a couple car chargers at the grill, actually, behind in the parking lot. So I'm going to take a look at that. We booked a hotel room, not a cabin. But that's okay. They're pet friendly. So let's roll. So we've arrived up at the lodge, which is a great place to stay. Lots of remodeling stuff done, really nice. There's actually a Model S right here and a Rivian down that way, which is awesome. They really need to put in level 2 charging here. I was thinking if Out of Spec ever has the opportunity to donate some charging to an area, I would love to electrify the Dragon and all the surrounding amenities, because EV owners really need to come here and experience the performance and handling and fun of their cars on the best roads in the world. So yeah, maybe I got to call these guys up and say, okay, we need to get you charging because it really, yeah, this is such a black hole and you use so much energy driving quickly. I mean, I babied it coming over here in the truck, just trying to conserve as much as possible in case things really had changed. But at least the NEMA 1450 is open at the bottom of the hill. So we're going to get all into the room, get all settled in, and then I'll shuttle the truck down there, put it on the charger, and hopefully it'll be full in the morning. We are connected up to the NEMA 1450 here. I'm using the shock flow unit, which is, yeah, there's spiders and crap everywhere over here. That seems to be a theme where we have 226 volts, pretty low voltage, and temperature monitoring. But the reason I'm using this one is it's 40 amps instead of 32 with the included unit. So yeah, we'll have this thing fully charged in 4 hours, which puts us at, let's just say 7 a.m., which means I can wake up early and get this truck at 100% before I'm sure the Miata guys want to take over this whole space. Unless tomorrow's maybe their leave day, I'm not sure. But at least here we'll be able to get out of their way before too late. So love that. We'll leave this thing charging. I think I'll hook the truck up to Wi-Fi too, so I can monitor it in case there's any issues. And good morning from the best place on the planet. I've got Walter chilling. It's actually good afternoon. It's 1:30 p.m. We slept in. I did some driving today, just charged it back up a little bit on that NEMA 1450. The truck completed at 100% just as I was walking over to it this morning. And there was no event. I could have just left it there. But yeah, all worked out pretty well. And yeah, pretty impressed with the Rivian. I mean, certainly it's big and heavy and these roads are really tight. I did a video for my personal channel called Kyle Connor, just driving around some of the roads this morning. So filmed that. It was really nice, really fun. And yeah, overheated the motors a couple times, but like you're not having fun unless you do that. So yeah, definitely worked it and enjoyed it. And now we're gonna get some ice here at the gas station here at Fontana. And there's the ice machine right there, Alyssa.
Perfect.
So we'll park this thing right here. We'll fill up the cooler and then we're gonna go see some nice views in the area.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea of us going to meet and not go to South Carolina fell through. We are still going to South Carolina.
Likely, yeah.
Likely, yeah. We'll play it by ear, but we spent too much time here that
we slept so late.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, it's 9 a.m. our time, so we really didn't sleep in too much. It's just, is what it is. But yeah, let's get some ice. Ooh, Walter, there's a nice fan in there for you, buddy. A big old DeWalt. You want that one? Who buy that for you to go? Good. He's been such a good boy. Huh? The Miata goes away. Miata weekend is over. They literally wiped out all the food at Fontana Lodge. It was quite funny. I'd order something. Oh, sorry. We're actually out of that. I'd order something. They go back to order it, and then they go back, and I'm out of that too. So I ended up with a hot dog. It was a good hot dog.
Big Miata event though.
Yeah, the guy said there was over 1,500 cars registered.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how many showed up, but that's a lot.
A lot of Miatas.
A lot of little Barbie cars.
This morning I kept getting held up by them.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, you know, when the Mini Club comes, which is what we've always done, and I don't know, people generally pull out of the way when you want to go faster. Here's a Mini. And the Miata Club, that no one pulled over. A couple guys eventually, after I was just like, get out of the way or I will drive over you.
You got sassy.
No, just with one guy. He was going like 12 miles an hour. I'm like, you need to move. But other than that, yeah, all good. But now we're just cruising down the Hellbender with Walter. Slowest I've ever driven this road, and that's because we have precious doggo in the back.
And a lot of stuff.
And a lot of crap in the bed. We're fully loaded. Yeah. I unloaded the whole truck to go drive this morning. Yeah. But I'm actually keeping it in standard suspension, but I've firmed up the dampers and the ride control. And it's really nice. It feels good. We should, back off stability a little bit too. And then we should just go sport mode, dump it. Just do everything maxed out.
Hold on, Rennie.
Hold on tight. Drop it down. And should we go quickly or no?
No.
Nope. No. Quickly. Woohoo! Hold on tight, Walter boy.
Use full grips. Full grips. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. You good boy.
We're heading down to Tapoco, which is another favorite spot to stay and hang out right along the river. And they have actually 80 amp level 2 charging there.
Oh, cool.
Hold on tight, Walter boy.
Kyle just can't help it.
I know. I'm trying to go gentle but quick. Just for time efficiency more than anything.
Right, yeah, because we're in a rush now to get ice and food.
Over the yump?
You just call it a yump?
A yump. It's like a turn with a hill. Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, there's a bunch of dams in the area, all thanks to the TVA. And a lot of this infrastructure actually went in here to power... Gosh, I can't remember the name of the city, but we were just Oak Ridge, maybe, the city that produced the first atom bomb. And so a lot of this was all military-driven infrastructure. And I think there's a secret military base here somewhere, because I always see U.S. government-plated vehicles. And years ago, in the middle of the night, I saw an Osprey buzz me when I was on Fontana Dam. There's always this weird government vibe going on. But here's Tapoco Lodge.
It's cute.
It's amazing, and it's fully renovated. It's so nice. It's honestly pretty high-end for being in the middle of nowhere. And we'll take Walter, but all the way in the back of the property, if you guys ever come here, and just to make things a little bit more comfortable, we'll raise it up and back the suspension off. There's level 2 EV charging all the way in the back. This would be a great place to actually put DC charging. Nice Mark 8, Golf R. All good. I mean, I just love the car culture here. It's like everyone who's here is either here for hiking, motorcycling, or driving. All good things. Wouldn't you say, Alyssa?
Yeah, very pretty.
And here's some of the cabins you can rent here at Tapoco, so highly recommend coming here. We'll have a nice walk on the way down, but we'll throw the truck on the level 2, get some lunch here. We were going to have lunch at Fontana, but like Alyssa said, they were out of everything. So we'll have a real lunch here. And I think we're going to end the video here as well, because we're going to go see some family, some friends. We don't know what we're doing with Walter yet, but we made it all the way here to Carolina.
Yeah, we're not road tripping anymore.
Yeah, 1,568.7 miles, 1.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Very poor efficiency, worse than I remembered, but we were doing 80, 85 most of the time. But I have to say, the Rivian build quality is amazing. Still not a squeak, not a rattle, no issues in this vehicle at all. Here's the wall connectors. And since there's 3 Teslas available and 1 public, I'll use my J adapter. And this way, I don't think 2 other Teslas will come. But if another non-Tesla comes, they can charge on the Clipper Creek. And that should leave the most ports available open for people. But I have to say, the Rivian's built so well. The suspension, the steering, the chassis, the ride quality, especially in R1T, top notch. The truck is awesome. But we have some issues. The first is the charging performance really needed a big improvement. And unfortunately, we're just not there with the new generation similar charging curves. The cooling performance even considering the existing charging performance, the truck can't keep itself cool. It can't keep the occupants cool when it's trying to keep the battery cool. The thermal management on this truck is very poor. And the new generation has a new thermal system with the new LFP and also the NMC chemistry. So Gen 2 has revised thermals. We'll have to test it and make sure it's better, but certainly I don't think they could get it any worse than it is right now. And what other points do we have, Alyssa? Driver assistance working on non-mapped roads would be nice, but most of our drive was all mapped. And other than that one bug, I used driver assistance almost the whole way. It was pretty good. Any notes from your side?
No, it was good. I would just say the air conditioning really sucks. So it's always trying to cool down the battery because the battery's always overheating. Yeah. So then it's outputting hot air.
Well, not hot air, but lukewarm.
Lukewarm air. I mean, not cold. Yeah. So that's supposed to be fixed with Gen 2, but it's like that shouldn't be an issue with any car.
Yeah, and dog mode as well needs to run fan at full speed or close to it.
And even if you're charging, optimize cooling the cabin and cooling.
Yeah, I would agree. In dog mode, it's like reduce your DC charging performance to keep the cabin cool.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys.
That was a fun trip, though.
Yep, we'll put in a clip of Walter meeting all his siblings again here. And, well, we'll see you guys on another one soon.
Well, I guess you'll be making a video driving this back, right, Alyssa?
Yeah, possibly. We'll see.
I don't think I'll be there for that trip, but...
No.
You got to go back to Colorado at some point, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.